$1.9 trillion for stimulation. Liberals are officially America's most uninformed class and the most inclusive National Women's Day of all time. This is the newly rebranded Cancel This show. I'm Yo Grabba Gabba, your host. This is Cancel This Show, a show that is so truthful, so straightforward, so blunt, and so direct that it's going to really piss off those liberals and they're going to want this show canceled. So this is Cancel This Show, and they're going to want to cancel it. We're not going to let them. Be sure to subscribe, tell your friends, those who see the world like we do, spread the word. You can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/papermilkproductions. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, share the post, and you can email show directly papermilkproductions@gmail.com as well. Get the word out there so we can inform people and have our voices heard. I'm Yo Grabba Gabba, and this is Cancel the Show. Joe Biden used that pen of his, that dangerous, nasty, filthy pen, to sign another massive spending bill. $1.9 trillion to stimulate the economy. Now that pen has done some damage. That pen has killed jobs. That pen has spent a ton of money. I really hope it runs out of ink before there's nothing left to spend or jobs to kill. But this week, Joe Biden spent another $1.9 trillion on quote-unquote COVID relief. Now, he promised $2,000 if everyone went out and voted for the Democrats in Georgia to get the Senate to be a 50-50 split, and Vice President Harris can be the tie-breaking vote, and they can ram stuff through without the Republicans having a say. So, of course, they did, and now the Senate is as it is. The $1.9 trillion stimulus had zero Republican support, and in fact, one Democrat voted against it. Between the House and the Senate, zero Republican support, and one Democrat voted against it. Now, COVID relief. Right, COVID relief. A great way to relieve the hardships from COVID is to, let's say, open up the country. Let's do that. Let's try that. You know, instead of calling the governor of Texas and Mississippi Neanderthals and all that unity that just spews out of each other, the unity, I just can feel it. I can feel that unity. It's just so unifying and just glorious and unifying and just unifying everywhere. The unity is just, it just flows. And avalanches of abundance. What you call people who disagree with Neanderthals. So the man who can't remember the name of his own Secretary of Defense. They're Neanderthals. Yeah. Mentally unfit. So $1.9 trillion. Now, he promised $2,000 for every American. And here's the thing. I'm all about getting my own money back that I spent in taxes. I'll take it. You want to give me all my money back? I'll spend it on things I just think deserve it. I'll gladly give my money to charity. Hell, you know what? I heard this proposal. It sounds great. How about you give Americans all their money back? There's no taxes. But you have to spend it. You have to spend money, at least, a percentage of whatever that percentage is of your money on some sort of program. Whether it's a roads and highway rebate program, whether it's, and you can even give us an option. You have to spend your money, your tax money, on this, or that. You spend it on a charity, you spend it on a government program. Cool, let's do that. I'll gladly do that. It's not just giving it to you to put in a fund that you can then spend with whatever you want to spend it with. So 1.9 trillion. And it's funny because, at that point, by the way, 1.9 trillion, I said to somebody today, and their eyes just like glazed over, like, what does that even mean? What kind of number is 1.9? They asked me, what's 1.9T? I said, trillion. They're like, what? Yeah, trillion. And the numbers that big aren't even real. Not even a real number. Type that into your calculator. You might get a weird number. So, $1.9 trillion for COVID relief. Now, again, COVID's downturning. It's summer, right? So it's summer, or it's going to be summer. As summer approaches, most cases of illnesses go down. I mean, it did last summer. It was still a thing, but it went down. The case went down. So, and only we get back to this by next winter. I mean, it should be complete herd immunity by next winter. And by summer, I mean, things should be pretty much open. So a lot of people are going to have the vaccine by mid-summer at the latest. Those who want it. So why do we need to stimulate the economy now? It's going to be really stimulated when it opens up. And we should just open it up. Just start with there. Here's an idea. Instead of stimulating the economy, how do you open the economy? It's way easier to stimulate something when it's open. But no, they can't do that. It's gotta be locked down forever. Wearing 100 masks. Duct taping masks to your face and your nose. You'll never die of COVID with that. Idiotic. Stupid. But Joe Biden promises $2,000 per American. Great. So you're going to take a crap ton of your money and then give you $2,000 back. What an investment. What a damn investment. Meanwhile, we're going to send money to all the different parts of the world. We're going to give it to things that don't need it. Museums and stuff. Yeah, guess what? The museums, guess what? When the economy is open, people want to go to museums, then you send money to the museum. Why are you spending it now? How stupid are you? The schools aren't open. Why do the schools need money? Open the schools. Their teachers are getting paid a bunch of money to sit at home. Don't do that. Just open the schools, and then you can give the schools money. But now we're paying teachers to not go to school, and then we're giving money to the school that's sitting closed. So we want to give us all, but the great esteemed Joe Biden, who can't control his dog from biting people in the White House. Joe Biden says $2,000 per American. Guess what, Joe? If you took the roughly 300 million Americans that live in this country, of course the illegals, you want to give them money too, that's another topic. The border crisis you created, you got a great secure border, and you opened it up. But anyways, so take the 300 million Americans in the country, give them all, not $2,000, give them all $3,000, Joe. Give them all $3,000. So take 3,000 times 300 million Americans. What's that? 900 billion. I saved $1 trillion, just like that. I took everything else out of the bill, everything else, because we don't need it for COVID relief. Took everything else out of the bill, and gave every single American $3,000 of their own money back. And save $1 trillion. This stuff's easy. This government stuff's easy. Everybody just spent out $2,000, $3,000, and I saved $1 trillion from the bill. All I did was cut everything off that isn't absolutely essential to giving people money to stimulate the economy. How do you stimulate the economy? Go ahead and open it up. And then dude, it's cool. And people are further for it because who doesn't want free stuff? Who doesn't want money? Who doesn't want money dropped in their bank account? Except nothing's free. And next year, when you have to pay that back with interest, because the taxes are going to have to go up to pay for that, where's this money coming from? Where's that 1.9 trillion coming from? They're have to get it back somewhere. So maybe, I don't know, next year's taxes maybe? Or they'll push it off till somebody else is president because of their problem? Eventually that money's going to have to be recouped, guys. You can't just give it away and not get anything in return. So, yeah, let's definitely screw over our kids and grandkids and great-grandkids so that we can have some relief from COVID when a bulk of the country is already vaccinated or has immunity from it. The death rates and hospitalizations are going way down. Things are about to open up. But yeah, let's spend $1.9 trillion on something we don't need. Absolutely asinine. Just pure stupidity. Pure unadulterated stupidity. Switching gears, I want to talk a little bit about a study that came out recently. It was a study I heard about on the Ben Shapiro show. He talked about it. There was a study that came out. It took people who are, left leaning, or hard left, or center leaning left, and then it also took right leaning, hard right, and center right people, and asked them what the most pressing issues were of the day. So Republicans, conservatives, right wingers, they said these pressing issues are COVID, obviously, the economy, getting it open, freedom, cancel culture, gun rights, freedom of religion, all those things. Things of that nature. Election integrity, all of it. The Democrats and liberals said the number one threat facing America right now, overwhelmingly they said, is Republicans. So, unity. Unity. The biggest threat to the country is the people we don't agree with. People who disagree with us are the biggest threat to our country. White nationalism is the biggest threat to our country. What percentage of the country is white nationalist? How about 0.003%? Give or take. Yeah, that's the biggest threat. We got the orange man out. I thought COVID was the biggest threat. That's why he said he's voting for Joe Biden. He's gonna cancel COVID. But I guess COVID's not a threat anymore. It's people who don't agree with us. It's racism. Now again, racism is not a good thing, but is it rampant? No. But then again, if you say everybody who disagrees with me is a racist, then I guess there's 74 million racists. Barack Obama said anybody who disagreed with him was a racist. He just said it recently. He's got his own podcast. Yes, the former president has his own podcast. And he said on his podcast that the reason he couldn't get more done was because white people didn't want him to succeed. Really? Because I don't think he only got president because of the black vote. I'm pretty sure that was not why he became president. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of white people who voted for you. A lot of them. So, he became president, but couldn't get more done, couldn't be even more radical and destroy even more of the country because white people. Unify. The unifying words of Barack Hussein Obama. Excellent. Hope and change, hope and change, hope and change. Yeah, shove it. But yeah, racism is everything that everybody who doesn't agree with the radical left is a racist. Period. Or a bigot, or heard I don't know who said it. I think it was somebody at CNN or MSNBC said that white people, Republicans, would pay extra money in taxes if they could say the N-word. Now, I've never really cared to say the N-word. I know it's not something that should be said, but I've never really had an urge to say it. I don't really need to say that word. That word doesn't need to exist. But apparently, all white people are just chomping at the bit. I need to say it. They need to say it so bad because they're so full of hate for black people and Hispanics. Meanwhile, Bill Gates creates a new kind of math, a math for black kids, and it makes it easier because it doesn't have any wrong answers. I believe racism is believing that you're superior than another race, intellectually, for sure, right? You're smarter than other races, so you must be. So that means you're racist. If you think you're superior, white supremacy. White people are smarter than black people is a racist idea. So to say that we have to make things easier for minorities because they're not smart enough to keep up with us. Go screw yourself. If I'm a minority, I think F off. Who are you to tell me I can't compete with you? I'm not good enough to compete with you because I'm black, I'm Hispanic, I'm a woman, I can't compete. I can do what the hell I want. I'll kick your ass all the way around it. Stupid. It's pure racism. But not from the right, kids. To me, racism is having a hate or disdain for another person based on the race. Not just simply disagree with somebody. Right? I disagree with a minority, so that doesn't make me racist. But according to the left, everybody who disagrees with them is a racist, because you have to be racist if you disagree with anything they say. So that's what they have. That's racism. That's what it is. That's it in a nutshell, racism. So the biggest threat to America is white nationalism, domestic terrorism, and racism. All the isms. Check, check, check. That poll, all poll tells you is that liberals are very uninformed. Very uninformed. There's more unicorns. We're at a bigger risk of unicorns killing us than we are of a white nationalist insurrection. But CNN just keeps saying that over and over again. White nationalist, January 6th, white nationalist insurrection. No, it was not a white nationalist insurrection. It wasn't an insurrection. It was a violent protest that got out of hand. Like all summer. We'll talk more about George Floyd at some point. The trial for Derek Chauvin is beginning. But white nationalist insurrection is not what that was, by the way. That's not even close to what that was. But I digress. White nationalism and racism and all those things. There may be some racists out there. I don't know any. I don't know anybody who hates people because of the color of their skin. Maybe there's a problem. It's certainly not the top problem. And people who disagree with me aren't my biggest problem either. But that's the thing. If you don't fall in line, you're not welcome in the country. Totalitarianism. Andrew Cuomo, New York's elite governor, the gold standard for abusing women and killing the seniors. The gold standard. He said there's no place for conservatives in this state. Agree with me or get out. Unity. I just feel it. It's raining. It's raining unity. Hallelujah, it's raining unity. So just to put a final point on this, the survey, another survey recently said as people who consider themselves leftist or more moderate liberals or conservatives or alt-right, ask them questions about racism in America, because again, racism is the biggest threat to America. Well, what percentage how many unarmed black men were killed by the police last year, 2019? I guess it was. What percentage of unarmed black men were killed by the police? Or how many? What was the total number? And the alt-right and moderate and left-leaning and moderate liberals and then obviously more progressive and far left liberals. A vast majority of them said over 100. Almost all of them said over 100. A decent amount said over 1,000. And some of them said, and not a small percentage, like at least 15% said over 10,000. 10,000 unarmed black men killed in the streets by police officers in 2019. That's what they say. That's what they think. They think every day 3 unarmed black men are being shot by police every day. Every single day. 3 unarmed black men every single day at least are being shot in the street. Some people think 30 unarmed black men are being shot in the street every single day. Black police officers. What percentage of people killed by police were black? Again, the same group of people who think that think 70% or more, 60% or more of people killed by police are black. When the truth is, about 30% of people who are killed by police are black, and the percentage of unarmed black men killed, and the number of unarmed black men killed by police, at the max, if you give everything, every number you can throw out there, every close call or questionable case, if you throw all of them in there, is at the most 20. Not 100, not 1,000, not 10,000. People are uninformed. They don't know history. They don't pay attention. They read a headline in a newspaper somewhere, and they think they know the answer. They think they know everything. Because there's so much information. How do you keep it straight? Well, censoring it is not the answer. Just being honest is the answer. They want to have truth commissions, and CNN wants to shut down organizations that disagree with them. Because there's too much information and misinformation. People are using that misinformation to do bad things. Well, that's not, cutting out the information is not the way to do it. Being honest is the way to do it. Holding up a mirror and saying, what are my biases? I'm biased, I know that. This show's biased. But pretending that you're not, saying, I'm an intrepid journalist. That's how we get at least 75 million people, roughly 75 million people, voting for somebody who's a 78-year-old corrupt politician who retired 6 years ago, who retired from politics 6 years ago, and can't put the other 2 sentences. Can't string the other 2 sentences. Forgets his own Secretary of Defense's name. And forgets where Secretary of Defense works. What building that is. The Pentagon? Yeah, that one. How insane. People vote for that. Why? Because he's not the other guy. He doesn't even have policy. He doesn't even know where he is. Doesn't even know what he believes. He doesn't believe anything. He's just being told what to say, what to do. He just sign orders. He didn't read the orders. Of course, nobody did. Who's going to read 5,000 pages? What does it matter? Because he's not the other guy. And that's how you get people voting this way. Because they're not informed. They don't know what's going on. They don't know history. They don't know the current events. They don't follow anything. There's so much information. They just can't manage it all. So they don't do anything. But there should be one standard. There should be truth. Truth should be the standard. Truth should be the answer. Believe all women. Well, that's not true because some people are honest, some people aren't. So you can't have that be the standard, right, Andrew Cuomo? Now 8 people accusing of sexual harassment, and they're all coming out now because one had the courage to do it, and now the other ones are coming out. But People, somebody accused Joe Biden too. Guess what? That story was disappeared. Nobody cares because Joe Biden's useful. Andrew Cuomo, not useful anymore. That's why go ahead and accuse him of whatever you accuse him of. If he gets resigned or impeached, great. Because he's not useful anymore. Because wrong is only wrong if it's done to the wrong person. Evil can be useful. There needs to be a consistent standard. And it's not. There needs to be a truth. There needs to be things we all agree on. Truth. Facts. If you like the candidate or not. Guess what? I vote for Donald Trump. I thought he was a flawed individual. A very flawed individual. I'm not saying he's the greatest thing ever. I'm not saying he's a saint. But he certainly was as Ben Shapiro called him, a throbbing orange middle finger to the establishment, to the elites, people who, he was an elite. He was the richest, one of the richest people in the world. And he said, you know what? I'm not going to look down on people who don't have what I have. So, if somebody's wrong, somebody's good, somebody's bad, somebody's bad, people are going to be multiple shades of gray. There's no clear cut, there's no black and white. Everybody has good and bad in them. But when you say this person's useful, so they're perfect, well, you're holding them up to a standard that they can never achieve. So liberals are uninformed. Who knew? Finally, let's talk a little bit about National Women's Day, International Women's Day. It's funny, I saw this meme and it says, it's so awesome for Vice President Harris to be the first female vice president in the same year that her party canceled the term female. So they can't use the term female because female is offensive to people who are female or not female or trying to be female, or I really don't know. It's all inclusive. So it's for National Women's Day. Let's just make everybody who feels like they want to be a woman or could be a woman or thinks about being a woman or likes women can all celebrate National Women's Day. We have 30 genders now, so we better have a day for every one of those genders or it's offensive. Biology doesn't say there's 30 genders, but biology says there's 2, and there's offshoots of that because some people have more testosterone, some people have more estrogen, people are more manly men or manly women or feminine men and feminine women. Guess what? That's okay. Just be you. Be Rick, be Sam, be Sarah, be Julie, be Chris, be Amanda. Who cares? Be you. We don't need to put every single person in a box. That's how we get these problems we're in now. Everybody has to check a box. Well, this person's more valuable. They check 6 boxes. This one checks 3. Okay. Well, the person who checks 6 is also a clown. He's also a dumbass. He's also an idiot. Who cares? How about we don't prejudge them? How about instead of saying, hey, my name is Rick, I am a cisgender, white male, blah, blah, blah. How about you just, hey, I'm Rick, and I believe in this and that. I do this and that. I'm this person. This is the content of my character. I think character matters way more than color. But of course, you have to either be anti-racist or racist. You can't be anything in between. You have to want to tear down the establishment, or you're out of the establishment. No, you can just live your life. You can just take care of your family and believe in what you believe in, and work hard for what you want to work hard for, and live your life. How about that? How we make that thing? But National Women's Day, yes. The most inclusive Women's Day we've ever had. Now women can't be a thing. You can't be a woman. Because if you're a woman, born woman, of woman, born in the traditional sense to a man and a woman, now you're not inclusive. You have to let anybody who wants to be a woman be a woman. Okay. That's fine. But we put value on people because, they're a black female Muslim. Okay, so they're more valuable than you. You lowly little white woman. It's crazy. You white Christian woman, you are not nearly as important as a black female Muslim woman. Right? How about you just let people be people? How about you just let people be people? And you're a good person, you're a good person, you're a bad person, you're a bad person. It doesn't matter what color you are, it doesn't matter anything else. You know, I love how Donald Lemon talks about how tough it is to be a black man. Dude, you're loaded, you're rich. You make way more money than a lot of other people. Don't tell me about being oppressed. You're certainly not. Sure, you may have had to struggle, but make better opportunity for other people. Make better opportunity for other people. Pave that way. And stop complaining. And just be a good person. That's it. It starts and ends with that. We only need check boxes. Be sure to subscribe. See what's happening. Well, a lot more to come. I can do a show every single day. There's so much content. I really didn't do much of the Biden stuff today. There's plenty more of that. We'll talk about some George Floyd coming up and beyond, and Antifa as well. Be sure to subscribe. You can subscribe right to the YouTube channel right there, so you get all the updates sent directly to you. So you don't have to even think about it. It'll just pop up as soon as we put one out. Look at our Facebook page, facebook.com/Pavement Productions. You can email the show directly, pavementroadproductions@gmail.com. That's pavementroadproductions@gmail.com. PAVEMENT road ROAD productions@gmail.com. Like our Facebook page, I'm Yo Gabba Gabba. We'll be back soon with a lot more content. Keep sending us your feedback and emailing us and let us know what you think. Share the post and get the word out there. I look forward to getting some more feedback from you guys, and I look forward to getting you some more awesome content. Thanks for listening as always. And until next time, take care.